As we talk, the tariff situation is still in flux a bit. The president imposing tariffs, getting rid of them for a while, maybe coming back. You have a view on whether tariffs are a good thing for the U.S. economy?
Look, I think that tariffs are a tax. I think they're a regressive tax. They affect consumers as opposed to people based on how much income that they have. And so I think they are raise prices. If you bring in a tariff, maybe the supplier has to pay part of it, maybe the retailer has to pay part of it, but the consumer also has to pay part of it. So I think tariffs are a tax on lower income disproportionately, and I think that they have an inflationary impact, and I think they slow down the economy.
So as we talk today in roughly the middle of April of 2025, are you worried about the U.S. economy generally, leaving the tariff issue aside? Do you think the U.S. economy is in reasonable shape, or do you think your worries about a recession?
Well, I know there's going to be a lag between when we discuss this and when it's broadcast, but it seems to me today we were in a slowdown even before Liberation Day, and that likely is continuing. Whether that slowdown amounts to what turns out to be a recession or not is something that we'll have to look back on. But the trajectory of the economy is clearly slower.
And do you worry about the fact that the U.S. has a gigantic budget deficit and a gigantic amount of overall debt, 36 trillion or so? Or does that not bother you so much?
I've been enormously worried about this for a long time. In 2008, I came to the view that the U.S. policy and monetary and fiscal policy was just too aggressive, and we began buying gold. And we even created a gold-denominated class. So if you invest in our fund, you can invest in the dollar class or the gold-denominated class. I think that our monetary and fiscal policies haven't made sense for a very, very long time. And I think that ultimately that is something that's going to come out of the currency.